Good day, everyone. So this is Alvin again from the Philippines. Welcome to another edition of Miss Universe 2019 Contestants Profile Review and Analysis. And today, we are going to talk about Miss Universe Puerto Rico 2019. And since Puerto Rico belongs to the Americas, here is my current ranking for that region. So this ranking is currently based on my second leaderboard from Miss Universe 2019 pageant. As what you can see, my number 1 is Brazil, my number 2 is Colombia, and my number 3 is USA. And at the end of this video, you will see an updated ranking with Puerto Rico already on the list. And let me tell you, there's going to be an exciting shuffle on that ranking. Well, anyway, let's begin. Puerto Rico started competing in 1952. They already won 5 times. First with Marisol Malaray in 1970, Deborah Carthy-Dew in 1985, Dayanara Torres in 1993, Denise Quiñones in 2001, and Zuleika Rivera in 2006 as their latest winner. Their most recent placement was last year with Kiara Ortega finishing in the top 5 finalists. I really have to commend Denise Quiñones for doing an excellent job as a national director and handling the Miss Universe Puerto Rico pageant. She's actually transformed it into a really high caliber and strong pageant. Anyway, this year they just crowned the amazing Madison Anderson as Miss Universe Puerto Rico 2019. She's 24 years old and she stands 5'10". She was born and raised in Orlando, Florida, from a Puerto Rican parents. She's a graduate of marketing and public relations, and she has also worked in St. Kitts helping women who were victims of domestic violence. So I think this is going to be her advocacy that she might bring to Miss Universe. So I would suggest, I have not actually seen her talk about this advocacy that much, but I would suggest that if this is the advocacy that she's going to bring, I really hope Madison is going to make it really strong, really influential, and make it a very strong and very competitive advocacy to bring to Miss Universe. Because again, we have seen this kind of advocacy before in the pageant, but they weren't really noticed that much. So I really hope she can work it out and make it really strong. Well, she's got her fair share of beauty pageant experience because she already competed in Miss Grand Puerto Rico 2016 and won the title, of course, which made her earn the ticket and the right to compete in Miss Grand International 2016, where she finished as 3rd runner-up. She also competed in Miss Florida USA 2019, where she finished as 1st runner-up. The winner was Nicolette Jennings, who represented Florida in Miss USA 2019 and finished in the top 10. And later that time, she entered Miss Universe Puerto Rico 2019 and won the title and the chance to represent Puerto Rico in Miss Universe 2019. And that's actually one of the reasons why I'm very happy right now. Her participation actually gained controversy because she cannot speak English. She cannot speak Spanish fluently. I am not sure how huge that issue was, but to me, as a pageant fan, I really do not mind it at all because she is a great speaker, and that's what's important. It is not about the language. It is all about the content of the message, the delivery, and the sincerity. So again, it's really not about the language. During her Miss Grand International participation, I really did not notice her until the preliminaries. And that was the reason why she became my first runner-up choice in my final prediction, if I remember correctly. Her Miss Grand International top 10 speech was actually one of my favorites. It was a very good speech, which is why I am very confident that she is also great in public speaking. For her Miss Universe Puerto Rico performance, after the presentation of all the candidates for this edition, I already have a feeling that she will take the victory easily, but I was wrong. Because Denise Quiñones, as what I have said earlier, has transformed the pageant to become a high caliber one. There's a lot of really strong contenders, and I have to be honest, I was nervous for Madison because everyone has leveled up their game. Everyone fought so hard for this pageant. Then I told myself, if Madison wins, she needs to be very, very proud of herself because she fought against many strong and beautiful contenders this year. And she needs to be proud because she did not win by a landslide, but because she proved it and that she deserves to get the crown, which is why her victory is very, very tasteful. Now let's go to her performances. She looked really, really beautiful, and you can already notice that she is already giving it her all. Swimsuit performance-wise, I think she's got the best walk I have seen so far from the Miss Universe 2019 candidates. Loved her walk, loved her poses as well, loved the beautiful face, and my goodness, those swaying of the hips, so good and so beautiful. I really, really loved her performance in swimsuit. I just wish it was longer though. I wish the walk and the performance was longer. I mean, Kiara Ortega's walk last year was good, but if I compare the two, I think Madison's walk is much better, especially in swimsuit. For the evening gown, I am so glad that she did not change her preliminary gown. That salmon colored dress is so perfect for her. Love the plunging neckline, and the cut of the gown doesn't have too much. It was just a simple cut if you just look at it. And the gown was made beautifully, and her styling was just perfect. It was just simple, but her look was very elegant and very perfect. Aside from that, the pose that she made where she started looking down and then she made she put those hands on the hips and then started looking up. I mean, that could be her signature pose. I really, really love that. If you have not seen her evening gown performance, I suggest you have to see it. I will try my best to post the video here as well if it will not be marked copyrighted, but it was such a beautiful performance, and as what I have said, that could be her signature pose. It was just so good. And for evening gown, I hope she stays away with the cape. I mean, she looks good just like what she wore in Miss Grand International, but those evening gown with capes are becoming overrated and overused in Miss Universe already. Almost everybody is wearing those capes in these recent editions. So I really hope she stays away with that, because even with this gown that she wore without the cape, she looked stunning. And I actually prefer her evening gown look in Miss Universe Puerto Rico than how she looked during the Miss Grand International. It was a huge upgrade now. And overall, for the evening gown, that was a flawless performance. And for the final question, I do not understand her final answer in the final question, and even the question, I did not understand it. But with all the controversies about her not speaking fluently, I really have to commend her, applaud her. I mean, this woman stood there with all her confidence and courage and tried her best to speak. I'm not sure if I heard it right, but I believe some already booed her as well because she tried, I think, based on how I interpret it, based on the very, very few Spanish words that I know, I think she asked the judge to repeat the question because she said, I think, that she is not very fluent in Spanish. I'm not sure if I got it correctly. Forgive me if I got it wrong. But the way she carried herself in answering that question, and the way she became confident and stay strong even if she cannot speak Spanish fluently, I mean, that is something that is really, really commendable. I mean, if that did not convince you, I don't know what can. It was obvious that she struggled, but the fact that she tried her best is really, really commendable. So kudos to Madison and good job to her. You deserve all the love in the world after that performance. When she was announced as the winner, I truly respect her reaction. I truly felt that because even if she was an easy winner, it was not an easy fight. competing with those beautiful and strong ladies made it a very, very difficult competition, but made it a very, very sweet victory for her. And now, I cannot explain how ecstatic I am, how excited I am to know that I am going to see Madison Anderson in Miss Universe 2019. I'm just so happy that she really, really win the crown for Miss Universe Puerto Rico. And for the other ladies as well who did not win, I really hope you will be given the chance to compete in other pageant or compete again, because they were all amazing. Many of them are really, really good. I love Carolina. I love Loiza. Camuy was great. San Sebastian was great. Villalba was amazing. I mean, there's a lot to mention. So kudos to you as well for doing a really, really good job representing your state. And having said that, here is my updated ranking for the Americas. My number 4 is USA. My number 3 is Brazil. My number 2 is Colombia. And my number 1, I mean, in all aspects, I think she really hit all the check marks. My number 1 for the Americas as of the moment is Puerto Rico. Madison Anderson. So for now, what do you think? By the way, before I continue, if you want to watch my reviews of the other contestants as well, you can just go ahead and check on my channel. If you want to watch my reviews of other contestants from other regions, all of them are available on my channel. So again, you know what to do. Don't forget to comment down below on what do you think about Miss Universe Puerto Rico. Don't forget to give a thumbs up and share the video as well. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe, because you'll be seeing more of these videos in the future. So for now, thank you very much and have a wonderful day from the Philippines.